Hi, this is Rudy Jones with PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball Recap for Thursday, February the 19th. Sorry it's so late. The Columbia International and Milligan played a 15-inning game that ended just before 11:30, so this is the first chance I had to finish things up. I did, while I was waiting for that game to end, I did record my next Palmetto State Baseball podcast. You can check to a link on that at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Listen to it. It's a recap of the past week and a look ahead to the weekend, including several games that have been series that have been affected by weather and some changes going on there. I've got a post for that at PalmettoStateBaseball.com listing all the changes. But anyway, let's take a look at what happened in the three games that were played on Thursday. They were all three moved up because of weather concerns, by the way. Down in Due West, North Greenville scored in its first 6 innings and then coasted past Erskine 19-14 in the opener of a Conference Carolina series. The Trailblazers bounced back from a loss to King last weekend to improve to 11-1 overall. They're 3-1 in Conference Carolinas. C.J. Dean, Josh Fowlks, and Kai Tullos hit home runs for the Trailblazers. That was Fowlks' 6th home run in 12 games, and Dean has driven in 25 runs in 12 games. Not too shabby. The Trailblazers are averaging almost 12 runs a game. Scored 142 runs in 12 games. Very good. Erskine fell to 49 overall and 3-1 in the Conference Carolinas. Down in Columbia International tied the game with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, including a 2-run single from Daniel Sadati, but Milligan pushed a cross run in the top of the 15th inning and beat the Rams 5-4 in the opener of an Appalachian Athletic Conference series. Colin Ott struck out 8 batters in 4 2/3 innings of shutout relief to keep the Rams in the game. Overall, Columbia International pitchers struck out 19 in 15 innings. Pretty good stuff. But unfortunately, they fell to 1-16 overall and 0-4 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Over at Mooneyham Field in Spartanburg, Reinhardt scored 7 times in the 10th inning and pulled away from Spartanburg Methodist by a score of 10-4. The Pioneers got a run in the bottom of the 10th, had some runners on, but they just couldn't put enough together. Spartanburg Methodist fell to 5-5 overall, 0-1 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Payne and Voorhees were originally scheduled to be on the schedule for Thursday, but for some reason they canceled it. I did contact Coach Martin at Voorhees. He said that they were doing it because of the conference opening series beginning Friday against Wilberforce, but it was on the schedule, so I don't know. We're going to go from there. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the games that are going on Friday. Like I said, several games have been mentioned. I won't go into the specific changes for all of them. You can see them at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. But among the things going on, the baseball at the Beach tournament in Conway begins. Illinois is playing VCU at 11. VCU then turns around and plays Coastal Carolina at 4 o'clock. In Spartanburg and Clinton, the One Spartanburg Inc. Classic gets underway. New Jersey Tech plays Presbyterian at 4. Northern Illinois plays USC Upstate at 3. And Valparaiso plays Wofford at 5:30. Those teams will swap opponents Saturday and Sunday, weather permitting, with Wofford PC and Upstate being at home each time. Down in Columbia, the Salute to the Troops weekend begins when Army plays South Carolina at 2 o'clock. Yeah, they're playing an afternoon game again this week. Then at night, Army will play Air Force at 6 o'clock at Founders Park. Those teams, again, Carolina's playing Navy on Saturday and Air Force on Sunday. You can see the complete schedule at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Other games going on Friday. I'll just go in chronological order. North Greenville's at Erskine for a doubleheader at 11 o'clock. Wilberforce and Voorhees play at noon for a doubleheader in Denmark. Reinhardt and Spartanburg Methodist complete their series with a 1 o'clock doubleheader. USC Union is at USC Sumter at 1 o'clock for a doubleheader. That's moving it up by a day because of the rain. Florence Georgia Tech is at Gaston College in a big Region 10 series. That game is at 2 o'clock at Sims Legion Park in Gastonia. Usually the winner of that series, or whoever has the better record in the series, likely goes on to win the Region 10 regular season championship. Very competitive series, though. Gaston, I believe, is 15-0. Florence Georgia Tech is 11-3 after a loss to Brunswick on Wednesday. King is at Southern Wesleyan for a doubleheader at 3 o'clock. Morehead State is at Winthrop at 3 o'clock. Virginia Wise is at Newberry for a doubleheader at 3. Shorter is at Francis Marion for a doubleheader at 3. Bryant, which is coached by former Clemson player Ryan Klosterman, I believe he was there in maybe 2000 or 2001, will be playing at Clemson to open a series at 4 o'clock. Marshall is at the Citadel at 4. Milligan is at Columbia International for a doubleheader at 4. South Alabama is at Charleston, College of Charleston at 4. That reunites Jaguars coach Mark Calvey and Cougars coach Chad Holbrook, who were coach assistants under South Carolina's national championship team in 2010. USC Aiken is at Middle Georgia. That's at 4 o'clock game. Anderson is at Tusculum at 5. Augusta is at USC Beaufort at 5. Claflin is at Columbus State at 5. Elon is at Charleston Southern at 5. Buccaneers are 4-0, best start in more than a decade. Lander is at North Georgia at 5 o'clock, and should be a big game in Peach Belt Conference play. And Wingate is at Coker at 6 o'clock. Again, check the schedule at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. There have been several changes. I will try to update these changes as they go along. You can follow scores in progress on my X account of Palmetto Base, and just try to stay dry this weekend. Hope the weather holds off and all the teams get to play all their games. But for now, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying, I want to add one more thing, During the USC Sumter Union Series, they're going to be honoring Tim Medlin, the former Fire Ants coach. His wife is going through some serious health challenges right now, and part of the proceeds for the gate and concessions for one day are going to go toward a GoFundMe page for Claudia Medlin. If you want to donate, there's a link at the top of PalmettoStateBaseball.com under the headline that says Help the Medlins. You can click the GoFundMe page there. Even if you can't donate, I know folks, they would love for you to pray for her and her family. Again, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying good night. Jesus loves you.